just given everything that's kind of gone on in your career, some of the ups and downs, just what did that kick mean to you?
I mean, it meant everything to me, to be honest with you. It's been a long time coming, and you know, I want to give it up to offense and defense for putting me in that position. I couldn't have done it with the plays that they've made. You know, the biggest thing for me was coming back from my missed field goal earlier in the game and just kind of maintaining that focus. So I tried my best to just kind of maintain my composure and just take it one take at a time.
Michael, talk about your relationship with Bush, the confidence he has in you. He was talking about last night at the dinner line when you talked about the winning kick, and you said, I got you, Coach.
Yeah, you know, he tells me every day to visualize a game-winning kick because sooner or later it was going to come down to it, and sure enough, he was right. He's been right on the money almost every single time. And my relationship with Coach Jones is one that I've actually never experienced before in terms of a head coach's experience. And you know, the confidence that he's instilled in me is, you know, is unbearable and unbreakable, and it's, you know, I mean, I appreciate everything that he's done for me. You know, I couldn't do it without him.
And what does this win mean to you guys? It's been a long time since you guys have won like this.
To me, it means everything. It's kind of what we wanted to do this season as seniors, the foundation we wanted to set. And for the guys who's been here through everything, which in my class there's only really 4 of us left, which is me, Long Walls, Joseph Ayers, and Greg King. And so for us 4 that have been through everything that we have, it's nice to finally get that one win that we'll be able to talk about on the night.
Dan, how much confidence did you guys on the defense take from Coach Jones' decision there late in the game with about 3 minutes left to have Mike and just put the game in your hands to get it back when you get on?
We felt good. We had played well first quarter, second quarter, and the start of the third quarter or fourth quarter there. And so we knew what we had to do, and we knew that we knew what plays they were going to run. We had to go out there and execute our defense and force them to make an incredible play, and they weren't able to do it at that time.
When the coach puts it on your back like that, though, is there an extra incentive there, or kind of what does it do for the belief that Butch showed you?
It just shows that he knows what we've done throughout the game so far, and that he trusts us. And so as players, you know, we really appreciate that. To know that your coach has that much faith in you, and then to go out there and prove it right, it means even more.
Dave, can you just talk about the pass rush effectiveness all day? It looked like from the start you really made that effect a lot.
It just goes back to what we did last week in our bye week, being able to go back to basics and work on things that we kind of haven't been able to work on for the past few weeks. And then, of course, getting our bodies ready again too for the second one.
It seemed like you were within the third and 7, third day a lot. How much easier did that make it?
That makes it a lot easier because when they're at 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8, things like that, all they really got left is quick screens, draws, or pass. When you get down to 3rd and 1 and 2, then you got to worry about big shot plays, quick passes, and everything else. And so that's what we wanted to do, and we were able to do it.
Mike, the coach really asked you last night at dinner if you had the game winner for him today.
We're actually always across from each other at the salad bar. We're getting food, and you know, he looks at me and he just tells me, game winner this week. You know, and that's kind of my main focus is game winner, game winner, game winner. Just focus on, you know, if that situation does come, how am I going to execute? How am I want my numbers called? You know, what am I going to do? Am I going to execute, or am I just going to plan it? You know, and that's the mentality that I've kind of, you know, prepared myself for ever since he came in here in the spring. So, but yeah, he says to me about it every week.
After you made the kick, you took off. Did everybody catch you? Did you get dogpiled?
Yeah, I kind of gave up running after a while. I got kind of out of breath. It just kind of shows that summer conditioning is, you know, hasn't really helped me much, but I'm just kidding. But yeah, you know, I kind of stopped and fell to the ground. I was kind of in awe. It all happened so fast. You know, my first experience kicking a game winner, it was unbelievable. You know, and I got dogpiled. I couldn't breathe for a little bit, but you know, it was a great experience.
Setting up that field goal, what's going through your mind? How would you visualize everything and everything?
The biggest thing is just, like I said, taking it one kick at a time, making sure that, I focus on that kick at hand. I knew that we had no timeouts left. I know we were down by 1, so I knew that if we didn't score, we were in range. I had to kick field goal and, win this game for us. And, so my mentality was just focusing on that kick, making sure that I do my job, except when my numbers called, make sure that I go out there and execute. But I couldn't have done it without the plays and offensive defenses that made the entire game. I wouldn't be able to be in that position if it weren't for them.
Can you talk about Michael's ability to drop the ball inside the 20 punting and how much that helps the defense?
Yeah, I feel like I kind of.
That was for Dan.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's
I'm sorry.
It helps us out a lot. It just puts their backs against the wall. They know that they can't really take much time to do a big drop back pass because they don't want to give up the safety as well. And that just gets us fired up as well too when we see something like that. And then in that situation, the percentages are in our favor. If you had a shake form and other things like that, it's a lot harder to force 3 and outs. But I did a heck of a job, put it down there. Probably looked like 3 times in a row. That was incredible.
All right, Palardy, go ahead.
Final question.
My turn?
Yeah.
I don't think that I kind of have my strongest day punting, but like I said, when my numbers called, I got to execute. I try to make it easier on the defense to give the opposing offense a longer field to go and score and hopefully take them out of field goal range and whatnot. So I just try to make it easier on them by doing my job.